Welcome back to Carolina Rut Cuddles. Today we have something a little different, not too crazy. I know I always say something different, but that's because I'm trying to keep things moving, make things different. So what do we have today, you might ask? We have a Bombardier Outlander 400 and a Can-Am Commando 1000. You heard that right, the 1K. Bad go. So today we're gonna drive these around, kind of test, see what's different between the Gen, I want to say Gen 1, but this ain't a Gen 1. This is like a Gen 0 compared to the Gen 2 Can-Am Commando. Just show differences. First, let me go ahead and cut these things off. So let's start with the old Gen 0 is what we're going to call it. She is a Bombardier, whatever you want to call it, Outlander 400. She is a two-wheel drive, so she's really squirrely. I love it. She's a nice little rig. I mean, this guy, I think he ended up getting it for free, so he made out like a bandit. So here's some issues we found with it. The guy actually got this for free, for what I understood. I'm trying to remember. It's been months since I got it. And yeah, it was out of the woods, guys. They straight up pulled it out of the woods. I'm not even joking. Like, it was in the woods. They pulled it out of the woods. You can still tell, kinda. You can look, the woods are still here everywhere. So we had to replace the fuel lines, of course, fuel, all that. That took a lot. Even the grommets down here, had to replace them. And this is kind of how it was. I'm not trying to fix a lot of their junk. So the carburetor, we had to put two together because, let me, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, here's the carburetor. If you look, there is no threads in there. Zip, nada. See, no threads. They want you to push this little push pin thing down there in it. But that's not how it goes, guys. It actually has a male end that threads in there. So when you put the other end, it makes it into a male. So two males don't connect. See, male plus male doesn't work. You need a female and a male. So yeah, it didn't work. So we had to put the old carburetor and new carburetor together. I was going to send it back and go ahead and just get all the parts to rebuild it. But to be honest, it was cheaper using the carburetor itself and all the parts than it was to buy the rebuild kit. So we just used the old, we put two carburetors in one. Is pretty much what we did. Another thing we found out about these, they will not run with a dead battery. If your battery is shot, it will not run. Now, don't get me wrong, it will start, but you try to press the throttle, it won't run. And the only reason I realized this is because I had a Polaris, and Polaris 500s do not run if the battery is completely dead. It will not run at all. It will actually start and run with the pull start, but then it will sit there and just like you can't press the throttle. I don't know why. I don't get why. It must be something with a charger system. So if the battery's dead, won't start. So that's one issue. Another issue we found out is that this is not quite right, which again came out of the woods. The guy got it for free because we couldn't get spark when we first got it. And all it was it wasn't in park or neutral. And again, only as I realized it, I thought to myself, I wonder if maybe the gear shifter was a little off, because if you remember my Grizzly, the shifter came off one time and I was like, wait, it won't go in. And that just made me think about it. I'm like, hey, maybe the shifter just isn't right. And it was not right. And once I got it in the park like it's supposed to, did that little Can-Am rock, sparked for days. And of course, we had to do a bunch of small things to get it running, but not terrible. Now, one thing that I think is crazy is, look at this. If you know anything about a Can-Am engine, that's just a single cylinder Can-Am head. And I would know because I rebuild them all the time, which just has two of the heads. The valve couple gasket is leaking, but we're up to about $300. And I don't know how much more the guy wants to spend. I think he's done. He said he didn't want to spend too much on it. And if we go ahead and replace that and replace all the little stuff that's broken, we end up probably $600-700. And this thing isn't worth much more than that much, guys. So I think, like we said, it runs and drives. That's what he wanted, and we got it running. I mean, there's a lot of little stuff that needs to be fixed, but hey, it runs and drives. The valve cover is at the end of the world, and I don't think he's going to take it deep. Because if he does, he's pretty screwed, because this is not connected. There you go, you can see it right there. So if he takes it much more than the floorboards, he's gonna have a bad time.
Gonna have a bad time.
Now, I was nice enough to give him a battery, and I had to put a new wire on it. The wire looks horrible because it's way too long, but it was free. And I put a battery that the battery isn't alive, like it lost its juice. It won't hold charge, but it will start. Let's see if it starts. Probably not. See? What'd I tell you? Yep, battery's dead. See if we can pull start. Oh, wait. I think it was running. We probably don't need to. Yeah, I got that. She actually runs really well now that we got everything fixed. Like, she runs really good. I mean, I won't lie. I would love to have one of these four-wheel drive. I bet it'd be fun to build. So now let's switch to the Can-Am Commando. This one came because of a messed up belt. And if you look at this belt, I'm trying to get here. See if I can, yeah, let's see if I can show it. There it is. You can see it right there. Chunks are missing. I made sure to save all the pieces. I like to show people that I did use the Can-Am one because, like I told him, he has tags on this and license, so he drives it down the road like a car. So you do not want a cheap belt. So we got the OG Maverick belt, the best belt. I had it on my Gym 1, and y'all seen how we did that, and we never spun it. So you know that's a good belt. I mean, when you look at these, there's so many similarities that it's kind of uncanny. Like, this has the old rear end that they just got rid of, and I still like these rear ends, which is the same rear end, similar rear end to this, where there's nothing there. See? Nothing there. And then it just, I forget what it's called. It's TT something, I think. It's been a while. But honestly, they are so similar. I'd love to show you the engine, but I don't want to pull all these damn pop rivets out again. They take effing forever. But I am going to say this because I have seen so much crap this week about this, especially from that one group. They say these things are horrible to walk on, like the belt's terrible. It was not that bad. Like, it was pretty simple. Like, some people, it is so hard to get to it. It literally pulled the seat out, which isn't bolted in. It's literally pull the flap, it comes right out. And then you pull the pop rivets out, and there you are to the belt. You do have to drop the belly pan, which it wasn't bad at all. It was 5-10 millimeters, guys. It was so simple. My son could have did it. And then once you do that, you get all the, I think 13 bolts of what it has, 8 millimeters. Pull it off, get the little separator bolt, separate the secondary. Belt comes right off, put it on, done. I mean, it didn't take me long at all. So, honestly, people complaining about Can-Am Commando. Maybe those other parts that are hard. I mean, engine will probably be hard to get out. If I didn't have to do the bottom end, I'd definitely rebuild it in there, but that's any side-by-side. I don't care which one. The General, any of them are a pain in that butt to get out. So looking at these two, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to drive for us. Let's drive the Bombardier. I need to slap on the GoPro, and we're going to take this for a spin. Because we're just going to play around a little bit. The guy's supposed to come get this Monday. I have not texted him yet because he drives it like a car, and I wanted to get the belt broke in. Because honestly, guys, you have to break the belt in. And the guy drives it down the road at 60 miles an hour. That would probably not be healthy for the belt. I got about 20 minutes in it. I want about 20 more minutes in it. So that way it's nice and broke in. Technically, you need longer probably. But I don't care. I'm just trying to make it right. I don't want the guy to get it, drive it from here to his house, which is 20, 30 miles from here, and it explode and probably be like, hey, do you want to replace it? I'm like, I didn't do it. But I would probably replace it because I'm too nice of a guy. So let me go ahead, get the GoPro, slap it on, and let's see what this little Bombardier can do. I'm going to have fun with this thing. Okay, let's see. I don't think she's going to start. She never starts. Yeah, she ain't starting. But she full starts. Okay, she's warmed up enough. Okay.
Keep going. You're good. You're good.
Grind them till you find them. So, let's go ahead and get the top speed challenge out the way because, you know, that's the easiest to go ahead and do. So this isn't to see how fast we can get there because I'm definitely not going to hold this thing. I'm kind of scared of it. But it's just to see how fast they will go. 1, 2, 3. I saw about 46. And honestly, that's about as much as I want. I don't want to blow the belt up. The belt's old, it's probably wore out. It probably has a better top speed. That's just as much as we can get out of it. Woo! Now I will say, I've drove a lot of 400 class ATVs, and this one's one of the spunkiest ones I've driven. But at the same time, it's two-wheel drive. We got to put that in perspective. That front diff slows things down so much. It's very spunky, I won't lie, guys. Oh no, bud! I'm trying not to get it too muddy. It still ain't mine. So y'all let me know in the comment, should we get one of these and snorkel it and see what we can do with it? I'm kind of on the fence because they still kind of run kind of expensive. And let's be honest, I don't want to have to buy something expensive knowing that I have to be stuck with it. Oh yeah. The shifter was just off, but if you look at it, it's just not in the best shape. Woo! Dang, that thing spins good. Again, two-wheel drive, I know. Woo! Gotta say, I like this little thing. But like I said, leave in the comments, should we look at buying one of these, snorkeling and putting big tiles? I see them all the time. I mean, again, it would have to be for cheap, because the last one I saw four-wheel drive and running good shape, they wanted $3,000 for it. For $3,000, I can spend $3,500 and get a Gen 1 800. So yes, we are not spending that much, but if we can find one for the $1,500, $1,800 mark, definitely would look into one. Can she climb? Oh yeah, she climbs good. Anybody watching the channel for a while, that's the next project right there. Yep, guys, we paid little to nothing for it, and we are gonna have fun with that thing. Now it's time to try out the suspension. How bad is the suspension? I know my Grizzly's pretty bad, but of course it's on bad tires. It's never had good tires. And I know a 420 Honda is terrible. So let's see how this 400 handles. I mean, honestly, not bad. Like, this thing is very plush for what it is. I mean, guys, this seat is amazing. The suspension is very plush. Like, I can't complain. Suspension for a four-wheeler like this, especially if you get one like this cheap, I give it a solid 8.5. Because the Honda 420, that thing is a solid 3. My Grizzly, I don't know. I don't have stock tires on it, and the tires I never really had stock tires, so I can't really tell. The Outlaws ride like crap, so let's be honest. That's not gonna help it. But guys, I think that's about enough for today with this thing. Let's switch to the Can-Am Commando. Looks like the diff is starting to bubble a little bit, but it happens. These old foilers leak a little bit. So I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek before we get to the Commando, because some of y'all voted and y'all might want to see what we've been kind of messing with a couple weeks. This right here, Suzuki King Quad 300. We paid like $200-300 for it. We paid nothing because obvious, like this is nothing. This is pretty bad off, but everything seems to work. I mean, I don't know. There ain't much to say. Like, the lines aren't hooked to anything. Guy said it wasn't getting fuel. And, well, they didn't have anything hooked to the fuel pump. Like, of course you ain't getting fuel when there ain't no vacuum hooked to it. I got a guy to send me a picture of his and how all his vents are running. So we got to get to that. But hopefully that's next week's video. I hope I can get it running by next week. If not, we'll at least start the video next week. That is the plan. I'm going to go ahead and start all of it, try to get it all right. Or at least try to, guys. Come on. I mean, you never know with these old junky four-wheelers. I mean, I didn't pay like $200-300 for it. What are we complaining about? So let's go ahead and jump in the Commando. I think we're ready to go. Ain't much to say about this one. Holy crap, this thing's always stuck. What we're doing with this one is we're really just driving around, trying to get the belt to be wore in right, because this guy literally just drives it down the road like a car, which is fine. I'm not arguing with anybody doing that, but we want to make sure the belt is broke in right before we give it to him, because he's just going to take it and ride. We definitely don't want to scratch his paint up, so we got to be careful, but this thing is nice. Like, we're going to heat the belt up and then we'll take it for a little spin on the road. I mean, and the suspension of this thing is really nice. Like, so I've heard people say it's kind of crappy. I'm like, I don't think it is. I think it's pretty nice. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, it's not going to be a Razor or an X3 or maybe even an OG Maverick. Well, I don't know about OG Maverick, but compared to like things like this, I mean, it's nice. I like it. I like the seat. I really like the seat. I'm really just kind of driving at different speeds, try to get the belt wore in right, and driving around this dike just helps to go kind of like a low speed, warm the belt up a little bit. I mean, it's kind of apples to oranges, but the suspension, the power, all of it is leagues above the Gen 0. The Gen 2 Commando here is just amazing. I'd love to have a Gen 2 or even a Gen 3 to put it up against, but calling my buddy to bring his Gen 3 out here just to do this stupid video with it, yeah, I mean, if it was mine, oh my gosh, yes. We could take the Gen 3, and I think I have a friend with a Gen 2 and then get a Gen 1, put all three of them against each other. Oh my gosh, that would be a great video. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do y'all think? We'll find a Gen 1 800 against a Gen 2 850 versus a Gen 3 850. I think that would be a great video. And I haven't seen many. All the ones I see are Gen 2 and 3 1000s. Nah, we want the 850s because that's what my buddy has. But all in all, this thing, I this thing, guys. This is comfortable. Okay, guys, time. Let's go ahead and put it in sport mode. This thing actually first came because it wouldn't go in sport mode. The transmission sensor was out. Okay, we're in high, sport mode. Nobody's coming. Let's go. We're gonna take it a little easy, but not too easy. We saw 63, and that is as fast as I want to go, guys. I think it would go a little farther, maybe 64, 65, but she was tacked out to about 8,000 RPMs, and I don't want to blow the thing up, so we are not going faster than that. I mean, honestly, the Gen 0 does not match up with the Gen 2, but again, we're using a side-by-side, but I have drove the 4-wheelers. I can definitely say that I've driven enough Can-Ams to know that the Gen 0 does not match, but at the same time, $800 at the cheapest $8,000. You kind of can't compare. I just realized I got to get a thumbnail, and I put the bombardier up. Let's go get the bombardier. We gotta get a thumbnail. Hopefully the sun's in a good place. This time of year, it's so hard to get a thumbnail because the sun's always in the worst places. I think if we shut the door, we can get one. Yeah, if we shut the door, we should be able to get a good one. Let's go get the bombardier. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Ah! Excuse me, Cham. I think we got the thumbnail. Look at my nice egg-shaped head. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I thought it'd be cool to just look at the two side by side, kind of drive around, see the differences. There ain't a lot of differeces really. I mean, just other than the modal size. Actually, if you could look at both modals, here's the Gen 2 modal. And I don't know if I can even find a picture, but I'll put one up of the Gen 0, as we call it, this one. I mean, it looks similar. The heads look similar. It's just one's a V-twin, one's not. I'd love to put a 450 against a 400. That'd be cool to see how different they really are. But if you wouldn't mind, guys, all subscriptions are way low. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't mind. Like it, leave a comment. Tell us what you think. I'm trying to build this channel, but lately, all subscribers have been horrible. Views, still pretty good. Not great. I mean, they're way down, but I'm still happy with the views, but we are not good with subscribers. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your uncle, tell your brother, tell everybody. Subscribe to the channel, and we will see y'all on the next one where we're going to work on the Suzuki and see if we can get it running. Then we're going to take it in the mud and destroy it. Because why not, guys? $200, we can destroy it. I will see you on the next one.